Hello, everyone. Today is October 4th, is a Tuesday, and the year is 2022. So I'm going to review the markets for ES, NQ, GC, and CL today and see what the market did and what are the setups and opportunities that the market provided today. So first of all, right out of the gate, market opened at 9:30 right here. There was a week out of the moving averages. Let me show you that one there. So this one is the week after it opened, moved a little bit to the upside, and then came back down, touched the moving average here. Let me see which one it was actually. This one is a week out of the cloud, but in combination with a week out of the moving average on the 34. Actually, this one here, the yellow one, is the 34 EMA. So the entry for this one was right here. Let me mark it. The entry was right there, and moved nicely for one target there. So it was actually in the bar 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where you could get $200 in there. Now, if you kept a runner, a second contract, then the reverse came here, and probably I would be out right there. I did trade this one, and it was actually one target only that I made. Then there was another week out of the 18. Market kept moving up, and if you see in the 30-minute chart, which is the anchor, then it was making this move out of the gate, for a bull flag. So moving down below here, and then triggered this one, moved all the way up to 37.86 in half an hour. 37.86. Where is that at? Right around this area here. Okay, so second entry here, and then one target easy, and then second target was really good. Then a third wave in this one. Continued the strong move to the upside. You see momentum was reset here. You see here the squeeze that was also pointing to the upside, and then triggered right here in this area, triggered a buy signal moving to the positive side, and then kept moving, and then it retraced a little bit. Momentum was already oversold, but it was strong here, and then market came back down and then move up. There was an entry right here, very close to the or the 30 minutes chart has not formed yet. However, if you enter here, still are in the 30 minutes window, so that would be valid entry right there for another target, and then potential runner as well. Then the market is moved down to the 34, and then you see that momentum was coming down. It was trying to reset, came back all the way here, reset in this area, and they started to paint this consolidation. So moved here, didn't make any additional. So these two runs on these 30 minutes was probably good enough for trades. There's another entry right here. So market was resetting, was bouncing off of the 30-minute range. This is the 30-minute range upper side here, and then it started to move in here. Made an attempt to go down, weak out of the cloud, maybe potentially, but it failed on the 30 minutes close, and then move higher, and then momentum was reset here and moving to the upside. So here you would have another one target if you took this trade right here. Okay, again, right here. Okay, so entry right there in target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there is the $200 target. Okay, and then it formed here a higher high, but also a significant pivot high. So if you see this price here, let's see if this is the one. You know, so it market started to range here. You do have the resistance too right there, uh, bumping all the way and for a long time. So all the way from 10 a.m. all the way through lunch, didn't do anything that much. Then came back down. And then one thing that I was looking, and then I took this trade, but with a smaller break with the 2-5-10. So I was looking at this range here form. Oh my, okay, again. So this one here, right there, I was looking at that range. And then I was looking for it to trigger below that one there. You see, momentum is already to the downside. Probably it was a bit predictable that it was going to come back down because of this move, trying to make higher highs and then failed and then make a similar high right here. It was higher than this one, but it's similar, and then came back down all the way. And then at this point, the stock Renko was painting red, so there was a good probability that it was going to go down. Now, you could have entered here for probably a small loss, and then a trigger into this break, but also targeting this VWAP right here. Okay, so if you took this one, you were rewarded for a good target right there, $250 on ES, and then going back down, and then it started to bounce. Okay, so bounced here. Again, I took this one, but I took it in the smaller time frame, 2, 5, 10. Is the brick that I used, and I was I think that it was $320, I believe, on that one. Anyways, then market came back up, made this kind of weak out of the moving averages. It was below the cloud, so no entry here. And then there was a potential entry right there. Momentum was not all the way down, and it was red in here. There's also, if you see, there is a on the histogram right here, you do have a higher high than this one. This one is a lower high than this one. So there's some divergence in how the price was moving right here. So that entry would have failed. And then this one here, it's a good entry. This one, momentum is resetting right here. The fast line, which is this red one that down here, touch the zero line, and then it started to move up. And so that one would have been a good entry. It failed though. And then there was another entry right here. Now the slow. Okay, I'm sorry. This one is the fast line, the white one. This one is a touch off of the fast line, and then you have an entry right here. Okay, so that one there, this one would have failed for a small loss, and then if you enter this one again, it's a choppy area, so it's risky to enter, and you probably wanted to wait a little bit until it moved over 37.93. But if you took this one, you were rewarded all the way up to the resistance tool. Now, one note that I have to make here is pay good attention to this R1s or mid-size in between R1 and R2, and then all the resistance levels on the pivot. These are very important levels of resistance and support. So normally you go there and then you bump into the resistance and can come back down. And surely enough, in this case, it did. Also, if you see in here, also it was bumping into the release, into the resistance too. Came back down, and then it didn't touch the VWAP indicator. Came back up, a little bit of choppiness here. So you are in an area of chop in between R2 and R2M. There's some choppiness here, and then also you have the VWAP here. So basically, you are still bullish, but you're chopping. And then market came to 340, and then it started to move up a little bit more to the close. Okay, so that then the market is closed there. So that is ES today. So in the big picture, what do you have? You have a big move early in the morning right here, and then a lot of choppiness, and then you have a break out of this. I don't know if I mark it, but I'm on a market. So there is a chop area here, and there's a break out of this congestion. Okay, so that's a one trade that was good, especially because this here would act as a magnet. So if you're close, if you're too far, maybe not, but if you're close and you see that it's breaking into this one, probably it's going to touch it, at least touch it, and then as in this case, moved about 16 to 20 ticks, and then it started to move up again. Okay, so let's see NQ. NQ is about the same as ES. The problem with NQ is that it's a little bit more choppy, and it was behaving more choppy in the Renko. If you see here, right here, there's one entry also at around 930 right there, and then this one was good for one target. Then it came back down, gave you a second entry right here, but it failed, came back down, and then another one, and then you probably, if your target is too large, probably this one would have not hit. Then came back down. This one is a week out of the 34, a week out of the 34. There's a week out of the this one is a week. Let's see. I did not see. I just this one is a week out of the 34, but it failed. It started to move around and then came back down. Week out of the cloud, and then moving above the moving averages, and then you see momentum is also resetting here, triggering a positive momentum to the upside right here. So this one was a good one. Probably I took one of these right here. Then came back down, started to move. See, here we have resistance again. And you see how bumps into the resistance, until bumps into the resistance, bumps into it. And then finally it broke it up. It came back down, used now as a support on the R2M, and then came and kept moving. Still, we are in the 30 minutes opening range, which is over actually right here. Okay, so all of this area here, all of this area here is the opening range. Okay, so market or NQ was moving to the upside within the opening range right here all the way up. Okay, then broke and made a nice move right here. This is 10 a.m., so this would be kind of like uh, around this area here. So this is the nice move on the 30 minutes and then came back up. Okay, so very similar to so 9:30 open here and then break at 10 a.m. broke and form it here. It formed a bull stack right there. You have momentum to the upside right here in the 30 minutes, so that is a good indication that the rally is going to move to the upside. Nice rally here. Came back down, and then we are a little bit oversold here. Look at the MQ momentum, and then came back down and it started to chop a little bit and move sideways. Okay, so sideways, and then at the end at 10:35 at the end of the morning, also made a move to the upside right here. Bounced and out of the 30-minute range, came back down and then bounced here again. So no authorized to take any trades right here, just because you are below the cloud and below the moving averages. So at this point in here, the stack Renko is below the it's red, right? So they are stuck to the downside with suggestion that it was going to move to the downside. Here there's a bounce out of the smooth 50 and also the SMA 50, and then that one is good for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, one target. Then right here, you do have in this area here, you do have a lower high off of this one here. This one is probably not considered because you do have only one break before. You have two after, but one break before. So okay, so a lot of congestion here at the end of the day. Didn't move about above this significant high here. So made a move and then started to chop. Very choppy in this area here. Now above the 30 minute range. So now it started to break, right? So you have a high, a lower low here, double bottom here, another lower low, which is probably a good signal of a double bottom, very close to this one here. So double bottom, and then you have another one right here. Probably it's going to suggest a break, and it failed. So if you took this one here, it would you would have failed on that break. I did not take that. Then it came back and knocked the door again. Okay, and now you can see that it moved to the downside. This one is actually a break. I did not take this one in Q, but I took it in ES. Very similar pattern there. This one is a little bit more choppy. If you remember, the ES only mark one one lower high, and then came back to the VWAP. And that is the one I took. But here you have NQ moving to the downside as well, and then this one broke the VWAP, and then came back up. Okay, and started to move to the upside. But you see, you have lots of more noise in this 8. It wasn't that clean. More choppiness, and we're within the 30-minute opening range, and then a lot more choppiness. 3 p.m. came, and then more choppiness coming up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, you can see that one there. Okay, let's look at gold. For those of you who trade gold, gold was a very clean signal today to the upside. So let's go here to the 30 minutes anchor chart. You see that market opened around 820. So let's put 830 right here. So here is where the market opened. You see, you have a higher high, a high and a higher high here. It was actually in an uptrend from the very beginning. You do have this level that I marked here as a point of reference, but also I connected this channel from that high to that higher high, and then that was indicating that it was going to move to the upside. Probably I had to correct it a little bit because of this high here, but it broke this area of 1700. 1721 is what I have here, but actually it started to break at 1700. Let's see. Probably in the morning, yeah. But at 1720 broke and it started to explode. So in the entry chart, this one is kind of like clean after the open. So opens here at 820, moved here. Probably you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you have one target here, all the way up, and then here you have a second entry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another target, and then this one failed. You're very close to the 2 standard deviation on the VWAP, so you have to be careful at that level. Also, if you are taking this or following this channel, you see that we are in the mid of that channel, very close to this upper side here, and then you have also resistance 1 right here. So lots of resistance moving to the upside, but so the market came back down, make a bounce out of this moving average, the 50, but let's see here. Momentum is not yet to the upside, so this one was a tough one to take. But if you took it, then you would be a loss for that trade. Then there was a bounce out of the smooth 50, and also a bounce out of these VWAP right here. So that one there come back out. This white arrow here signifies that there's a change of color, and the price is moving away from the moving average. So that one is there. There could be a trigger. Once again, I do have a problem with my opening range here. Anyways, it's not painting the way it should be. I swear that I'm gonna fix it later. So this one here, it's a bounce out of the smooth 50. Not perfect because momentum is actually not above the 0 line, but so you could have wait until the break of that lower high, maybe. Okay, or if you took it, then you were lucky. Then came back down, another bounce out of the 34. Now you have perfect entry here. So you do have this one, this bounce. It's resetting the MQ momentum, and also it's triggering, it's changing colors on the histogram in here. Okay, so that one moved, and then you have an easy target right there. Move up, and then you are in the lower side of this channel. Then you have another one here. You are in the upper right of this channel, very close to R2, and then you have momentum that it's already gone and above the 25 line. So this one is a little bit more risky, but if you took it, you had another good trigger there. And then in the afternoon, as usual, market didn't the gold didn't do that much. Just had a retracement, and then very slow in the afternoon. Didn't do that much price movement. Okay, so let's go to crude. Crude was complicated today, and the reason is that it was a good, nice move in the overnight, all the way up, then came back down. This one was was bouncing off of because crude was opening in a bearish mode today, but geopolitical issues are making this crude to move there, and then tomorrow there's an OPEC meeting, and there was the levels that they were going to restrict the production were disclosed during the morning at around 11 at that time, and what happened here is that crude moved significantly. We started to bounce all the way and then moved nicely to over $86, and then it started to chop around and didn't do that much after that. Okay, so what do you have here in terms of triggers? You do have here a you do have here a channel, not a channel, a compression, and then there's a compression break right there. Okay, so that one was a perfect entry. The compression break broke to the upside, and then there was some guidance or some leads for that. So you have, let me mark it here. So if you see, you have this one coming up and then make a lower low, then came back up and then make another one and then broke. So what does it look like? Yes, it looks like a inverted head and shoulder right here. But in our language, what we are looking at here is the breakout of compression. So we do have compression in this area, and then you're breaking out of compression here. It was a little bit fast. You have here. So if you saw that double top right here formed by this lower high of this one, and then that one there, you could have had a resting order right around this area, one tick or two above the double top, and then you would have catch this one here. Then move to the upside again, bounce off of the moving averages, 34 bounce or 18 bounce, and then move to the upside. Momentum was already all the way up, and then if you see here, you have a higher high and then another higher high right here. But here you do have a divergence. So the fast and the slow um, the slow lines are making a lower high, while this one is making a higher high. So that one is divergence. Came back down all the way to the smooth 50 and make another bounce out of this one right here. Probably Stack Renko at this point wasn't green, but was maybe gray, and then that would be neutral. So it's a risky trade, but you would have made a target on that one, and then it started to chop. I mean, this is chop area in here. So look at that. This is all choppiness. So look at that. And then it came back down right when the market closed, came back down and started to move a little bit to the upside, but it still is choppy. Okay, so yeah, that is a review for the market. So let's resume a little bit in here. This one is a move into choppiness. Okay, so move up and then started to chop. Gold moved to the upside, very nice moves, and then very clean. ES, NQ, move into choppiness, but it was very choppy actually. Lots of higher highs are coming back, and it's kind of like a mess. And then this one is also a messy area here. So this one is probably the cleanest one. And then ES, same thing. So came back, moved up, and then came back down. This one was for me a clean one, and this area here was also a clean one. So in these areas here, there's good opportunities for trades right here and right there. Okay, all right. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to get more notifications, and then also click the bell for you to get notifications, and also like the video. Thank you so much for watching.